Shoot this video for you on how to change a fuel pump on a Lexus RX399. Lexus RX399. This is a Lexus RX399. Well, the first thing you're going to do is to remove the back seat behind the driver, which is very easy. What you do is first you are going to push your lever on your seat, which is this one here. Okay, that lever there, and you move your seat forward. When you move your seat forward, there are 10mm bolts that are going to, 14mm bolts that will be right here on the back on this carpet here. This car, my customer has a little bit of dirt in this car. It needs cleaning up. Whilst you're here, I'm gonna just clean it for them, okay? But what you have is the 14mm bolts in the back here, okay? Once you have pulled out those 14mm bolts, whilst you're still at the back of that seat, you can take off the clips that hold this carpet here. You see, there are clips that hold this carpet. You can just move this off. You see, this trunk is full. Trunk is full. Moving house. So you move all these clips up, and once you have moved those clips, you also have this cover here, which covers on the side of the wheel. You pull it out, making sure that all your clips, you put them together. You can either use a tool like this to pull out your clips, or you can use a side cutter to pull out your clips. Don't close your side cutter too hard so that you cut them. And then once you have done like that, you can move this cover here too a little bit. Just move it out of the way. All you're trying to do is to be able to pick the carpet up. Once you have picked up your carpet, this is your carpet here. You're going to see this boy here. This plate has a cable going onto the fuel pump, top of your fuel pump. How to disconnect your fuel pump, the cable that brings power to the pump and to the fuel gauge, is you are going to just push this clip in, and once you have pushed it in, you can be able to pull the plug out. If you can't push this plug in by hand, you can use pliers to help you. Just push gently and you can be able to pull the plug out. Once you have pulled out that plug, the number one thing you are going to do is take note of the position of your pump when it's sitting on top of the gas tank. One of the other things that you want to be careful not to drop is this little piece. There's a big tendency when you pull this clip out that it might drop on top of your gas tank. It might go to the back of the gas tank. If you have air, then you got to try and blow it out so that it drops. The worst scenario is if you can't find it, you're gonna find yourself having trouble to get one like that. And I know you will be wanting your vehicle to go. So what you can do is, if this piece here, you know that you might drop it, the biggest thing you can do, or the best advantage I can ever help you with, or according to the technical field, is you can get some grease. Okay, get some grease and stick it. Now put some grease on this piece here, so that when you move it out, it doesn't run, but the grease is gonna keep it wherever you want it to be. Making sure that once you have it off from the tank, you don't just lay it on your carpet, because the grease is gonna mess up your stuff. But grease is a very good stuff to use when you are working with stuff that can slip off and you can lose them. Put grease on it, and this thing, when it falls, it doesn't go too far. You see, look at that. Look, you see, it's very easy. So once you pull out your your fuel pump out, make sure that, I think one of the things that I noticed with this pump when I was pulling it out is I noticed that the fuel line is coming from inside the tank, it hooks onto this part of the pump. You see that part of the pump here? This part of the pump here hooks onto this part of the pump. Okay, now that line, what I did is, so that I don't have to put my hand in there if the line falls back, I did put this small extension there to hold my fuel line. Okay, you just put the exact size, or you can use a flat screwdriver, just slide it into the hose and to hold your hose from dropping in. And then all you need to do is, if you are going to change the whole pump, you can change the whole pump, or if you want to change just the cartridge inside, you can. They still have that. And make sure you change the fuel strainer, bearing in mind when you are putting back your fuel tank, your gas pump in, make sure that the float is free and you don't force it so that it bends to a point whereby it starts giving you wrong readings. But otherwise, this is your brother Joshua. Enjoy driving your Lexus and have faith. God bless you.